said, the re-Africanizing aspect. Now, you made a great point. How the hell do you go in Africa for a millennium and a half and you're not African? That's stupid.
Right.
When I first started engaging with the conscious community, we were given, and a lot of times in early Hebrew Israelite teachings, an anti-African sentiment that we believed. And the reason why is because it was a direct association with being Hamitic and African. Now, is being Hamitic and African the same thing? No, it's not. So as Hebrew Israelites, I call all Hebrew Israelites to, number one, understand that, right? We became a nation, according to the narrative that's in the scriptures.
Okay.
We became a nation in Egypt, or Kemet, right? So if Kemet is in Africa, we could even say that Israel is in Africa, but if somebody wants to dispute that, fine. If Kemet is in Africa, and we became a nation in Africa, we had to have taken African women, so we understand that we do deal patriarchally, right? But yet and still, Africa is not a patriarchal tradition. Africa is Africa. If you're from the continent, you're from the continent, right? That's not dealt with patriarchy because Africa is not a nation of people. When we deal with patriarchy, we're doing that to establish someone's nationality from a biblical perspective, right? Africa is not a biblical nationality. So to apply that one has to have an African father in order to be African isn't consistent with what Hebrews believe. Whether my brothers know that or acknowledge it or not, that's just the truth, right? So if we go into Egypt and we become a nation in Egypt, we had to have taken Egyptian women. How else do we go from, according to the narrative, 70 to this vast multitude? There was a lot of Egyptian women that was, we was having sex with and reproducing with. So I have no problem with saying I'm African. That's not a big deal. I know that I was taken, so I have no problem with saying I'm African. That's not a big deal. I know that I was taken, so I have no problem with saying I'm African. That's not a big deal. I know that I was taken. If my forefathers came from Haiti, I know that I was likely a captured foreign slave that was taken to the Isle of Haiti. I lose nothing from saying that, and I have to bring this out because I believe certain Hebrew Israelites believe they lose something when they say that. Believe they're saying that they're not Israelites when they say that. The problem is not being African. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the first thing Israelites have to come to grips with, is that right there. Right? Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Well, like you said, it's just about being logical and, like you said, being sensible.
We gotta take our mindset and say, okay, we got Guerilla Hebrews. We got Guerilla Hebrews saying that, Divine Prospect saying that, Yasharahla is not anti-African, Daniela is a little bit anti-African, and Tazara. So we got those two left.
And Michael Edwards would also, I think, agree that he was an African.
Yeah, Michael Edwards is right. So now that Guerilla Hebrew said that, I got to make a 180 now. My whole view changed on this dude. What the hell is going on at 125th? Is it? Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you, that's.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Don't get tricked though. Tomorrow is the showdown. So he probably trying to rock you to sleep, bro. He's trying to rock you to sleep. Because he's not going to be able to stand next to Tazariak, Hashar, and Daniela and say that. So he might be rocking y'all to sleep.
Because that's the thing, like I said, I'm not anti-African, but do I have certain hang-ups about the descendants of who the Bible calls Ham? Yes, of course. But we have to understand, if we take a look at a biblical, I got a Bible in my pocket that has a biblical map, right? It talks about